Do you remember plugging in your keyboard and mouse in the 90s? It felt like a game of matching shapes sometimes, didn't it? With all those different connectors on the back of your computer tower. Well, there was a very good reason why many keyboards during that era relied on the familiar PS/2 port. The primary reason 90s keyboards used PS/2 ports is that this connection offered a dedicated, interrupt-driven communication channel directly to the computer's motherboard, which was a significant improvement over the older serial ports. This meant more efficient and reliable data transfer, crucial for user input. Before PS/2, many peripherals, including keyboards and mice, often connected via serial ports. These older serial connections were generic and required the computer's central processing unit, or CPU, to constantly pull the port, asking if any new data had arrived. This process was inefficient, consumed valuable CPU cycles, and could lead to input lag, especially when multiple devices shared the same port. The PS/2 interface, introduced by IBM in the mid-1980s, circumvented this by directly notifying the CPU whenever a key was pressed, thanks to its interrupt-driven design. This shift to PS/2 made a big difference in how smoothly your computer responded to your typing and mouse movements. For users, it meant a more responsive and fluid experience without having to worry about installing specific device drivers for their basic input devices. You would simply plug in the green PS/2 port for your mouse and the purple one for your keyboard, and they would usually work instantly. An interesting detail about PS/2 is that it is a hot swap connection. This means that unlike USB, you usually needed to plug in your PS/2 device's asterisk before turning on your computer for them to be recognized properly. While it might seem like a small inconvenience now, at the time, this dedicated port for input devices was considered a pinnacle of efficient design. It allowed for faster response times compared to its predecessors and freed up the more versatile serial ports for other hardware, like modems or printers. So, the next time you think about those iconic 90s computer setups, remember that the PS/2 port was more than just a colorful connector. It was a clever engineering solution that significantly improved keyboard responsiveness and system efficiency, paving the way for smoother, more intuitive interaction with our early personal computers, and setting a standard for how we expect our input devices to behave even today.